Allowed to swear?
Oh, you were the first one to say something on that microphone. It is Harry Haviland back live with you. We are at another Ford Ice Arena here in Smashville, Tennessee. Your boys coming off a big win this morning, playing game number 2 only a couple of hours later. And I'm live on the mic. And in between these last couple hours, all I heard was, we want more, we want more, we want more. And I thought they were talking about the boys, but eventually, I found out what the real thing was, and you got him. He is Steve Moore. He is on the mic with me. Moorsy, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
We got a little bit of color commentary. We got Eggsy on the camera. We got a step stool for him so he can turn it. And we are happy to be here with you. Hope everybody's taking the rest of their afternoon off. It's Friday in Smashville. Warriors are 1-0 so far, taking on a big team over here. Yes, it says Phoenix up there. They're not from Phoenix. They are the Atlanta Phoenix, straight out of Georgia. And it's going to be a great opportunity here for the Warriors to showcase what they can do. Simon Prokop's going to get the start in the net for your Warriors today. And then between games, we are going to have 24 hours of calm meditation retreat in Nashville.
Well, for the kids.
For the kids. And for us. Well, you're not coming to the spa? I've got a
Right, I forgot.
cucumber eye mask thing going on tonight. And
Mani-pedis.
Mani-pedis. It's going to be great. Those pink sticks up in the air there for the Warriors. Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Big support coming from the Arapahoe Hockey Organization. Today is also the Warriors Golf Tournament, which we aren't able to take part in. But there's an online auction if you're looking for some great prizes. You want to raise some money for these Warriors and the rest of the team and breast cancer awareness. Please log on to that. Place your, I don't want to say bets, place your donations in, and hopefully you'll walk away with a great prize. Looks like it's going to be the same starting lineup here. McGowan centering Lahr and Weber. Eggleseder and Gruber getting the start on the point. And as I mentioned, big Prokop back in between the pipes. Shout out to Jack Graham for his 2-0 start with this team this morning. They're going to switch him up. Not a lot of time between these games. Let's see what the boys can do. That one's won by McGowan, but taken quickly away there and steered aside by Lahr. Lahr working in, takes a quick shot, blocker save. Putting some action straight on that goaltender to start this game. Deep in the corner, back out to the point. Gruber with the shot in. Another save, loose puck in front, comes back out to Eggleseder with the shot. Back out to Gruber, another shot attempt. He had to steer that one into the corner as he was being pressured. That one's flipped out of the zone by the Phoenix, and it's going to come across the goal line for a quick icing call. Only 33 seconds into this game.
Good start. I like these jerseys.
They are looking sharp, the nice blue. Phoenix is a mythical creature from ancient times, is it not?
It was.
It's not just a city in Arizona.
No, it's not.
Knocking him down with the offensive pressure coming on. Toto trying to take a quick snapshot there that's blocked. Then Toto take this man into the corner, back out to Owen Moore, shooting one in. Oh. That one gets blocked down into the far corner where Medeo's about to chase it. Benevelski stepping in, back out to Woolley at the blue line. Dumps a loose one in, and it's taken away there by the Phoenix team from Atlanta, stepping out into center ice. Woolley breaking that puck up, and then Deacon Woolley steps around a player coming in on the right wing. Woolley coming in hard. Power move towards the front, doesn't pay off for him. But Medeo's in there to keep this puck into the corner. Shot comes in over to the far side. Morrow was stepping up to the blue line and
kept in.
Managed to keep that one in. I thought I heard a whistle, but there's always a ringing going on in my head. Out and coming off the bench to pick that one up was Popovic. Makes that quick pass up to Morrow, backhands it off the boards. Doesn't get it deep enough. But then Popovic picks it up inside the blue line. Noah Popovic circling into the corner. That one's taken away by the Phoenix team, and then a shove from Benevelski, who's in deep.
Yeah.
Back out to Morrow. He's just inside his own blue line. Backhand drop back outside the blue line. And Pops just sends it the rest of the way into the Phoenix zone. Over the far side, we haven't seen much action in this end of the ice, and that's going to be a too many men penalty. as the Phoenix from Atlanta get caught on a change there, touching up on the puck, and the Warriors are going to see their first power play advantage with 12 minutes left to go here in the first period. OTT kicking it with you live in Smashville, Tennessee. Harry Haviland on the mic with Morsey.
I still think it's funny they don't have the nice scoreboard up and running.
Oh, as everybody can see on the far side, got a tiny little clock behind us. I don't know, maybe we didn't pay enough for this tournament to turn on the big lights.
Yeah.
On the power play, Cannonberg taking a shot, caught up in front. Backhanded behind the net. Centering pass, and Popovic trying to sneak that one in. Still shoveling puck loose in front. I can't see that far away, but the puck is back over to Foster. Out to the point for Benevelski, across from Cannonberg. Keeps that just inside the blue line. He walks back over, drop pass over to Benevelski. Gets that tapped off of his blade, and Sasha's forced back into his own zone. Still with the pressure on, then he passes up the far side. Haviland can't handle that one off the boards, but Cannonberg comes stepping through the middle of the ice to pick that up. Foster racing up for it. Can't tap that one through, but kicked in by Cannonberg. Kept in by Popovic, back over to Foster. Sends that shot through the crease over to the far side. Haviland circling in the corner. Trying to keep that one in his skates. Gets a kick over to Foster and then back to the blue line where Cannonberg can't get a shot through. Back out to center ice. Benevelski turns, fires that one in as his players get back on side, and a few of them go to change up. 19 seconds left to go in this man advantage in front of the net. Haviland has it scoot just underneath his blade. Winding back up is the Atlanta team coming through center ice, still shorthanded, but they've got some speed. Flipping that into the corner, going to chase it down. Manages to come out with this puck. McGowan shoves him down into the corner, right in front of the press box, into your living rooms. Relar trying to get it out. Battling up with the man against the boards in front of the Warriors bench. Pick back up, pass comes across to Cannonberg. A little bit of room to go. He's got McGowan up ahead of him. Cannonberg's going to skate this one through center ice. He's got 18 on all sides of his jersey, and he got all of that shot, but the goaltender sits down on top of it, blocking it, and we got ourselves a whistle. Offensive zone draw with 10:09 left to go. OTT Sports Network here with you in Nashville.
Bit of an ugly power play there, Javi.
Didn't have much to get set up there, did they? Last game, they at least had the opportunity to set up in the offensive zone, made some crisp passes. Didn't see that yet here, just trying to settle themselves in. I'm not going to use the excuse of only having 2 hours off, but some confusion there behind the net as Egelseeder runs into Prokop, and then Prokop, with the Hoover maneuver, sucks it right into his mitt and keeps it out of the net. McGowan lining right up in front of us. That one comes out across a couple of skates and then straight out to Reed Lahr, who sends it across to McGowan. Graham McGowan picking this up, walking across the blue line, fires a puck in. It goes wide and bounces off the backboards. Egelseeder stepping in from the blue line, trying to keep this one in. Does so on the second attempt and fires around the backside. Reversed over by the Atlanta team. Back out to the point for Egelseeder. Again, walking his way through. Lahr trying to get it to McGowan at center, and Weber with the shot that's deflected up over the crossbar and into the back of the play. Lahr taking his man down hard, much to the appreciation of his team on the bench. Another pass across, makes it over to Egelseeder.
Oh, follows his dump in.
And he's going to chase this one right down with McGowan banging up against the boards. Around the far side, Medeo flipping that back out to the point. Egelseeder settles it down. Takes a shot in, it's blocked. Trying to take that puck away. And a good effort there by his D partner Gruber to get back and strip that one before the player had a chance to break it in. McGowan shoots one. Low shot, pad save by the goalie. Sent into the corner, around by Atlanta. And then all the way back down the ice. This one's rolling. It's going to get back into the hands of Gruber. Gruber, hard pass out. Medeo trying to tip it up for Woolley. That's sent into their own zone by the Atlanta Phoenix team. Back out, still stepping in. These D-men are really putting their effort in from the blue line. Toto working as hard as he always does, taking a man down. He falls with him. The puck stays in for Woolley. Another hit there by Toto. Back out. Trying to get a shot off his Gruber. It's into Woolley in front of the net. His stick's lifted. He's trying to take this one back. Unable to convert on the play, but they keep it inside the zone. Deacon Woolley streaking in. Looking for Medeo in front. Still loosen. The puck is on Woolley's stick. Takes the shot.
Good back pressure by Woolley.
Unbelievable play at the blue line just to keep that one in. They looked like they were scrambling. Kolchevsky. He's forcing in. Now that one jumps. It's going the length of the ice. And icing is going to be waved off as Kannenberg picks this up. Hard pass up the boards. Popovic. The back ref thought he got a piece, but he didn't. We saw it from here. It bounced over his stick and all the way down. It's whistled with 7:13 left to go. First period action here in Nashville. It's 0-0, the OTT Sports Network. Harry Haviland and the man they call Morsey on the mic with you. Devin Foster winning that one cleanly back to Owen Moore. He's got three guys that just entrap him in the corner, but the size that Moore has kicks it up to Haviland, who walks it out of the zone. Kai Haviland coming through center ice, tipping it through the legs of the defender and dumping it in deep. Foster working his way back behind the net. Benevelski shoveling it back over to Foster with the centering pass. Doesn't quite get enough on it. It was Haviland in the slot looking to try and 1-tee that rolling puck. Now this one bangs right in front of us. Owen Moore back to pick it up in his own end. Flipping it up through center. Might have a little too much on it as it's rolling. It's waved off before it touches the goal line on the far side. The Phoenix trying to get it out. Benevelski in on the play. Backhand by Haviland. He's going after it. It's tipped around him. Back out to the blue line. Benevelski walking across. Shoots one in. Another pad saved by the goalie. Haviland going after his man. Benevelski and Foster in the corner, 17-7, working their magic. Pops taking the hit up against the boards, but keeping the puck in. Drop pass back into the corner to Foster. He was trying to send that one across to Moore. It gets deflected, and Owen Moore up to Haviland, tipping that one across. He was heading in the wrong direction. Back over, Haviland coming down the left side. Haviland still muscling his way on this puck. Centering pass over to McGowan. Just misfires and sends that one wide. McGowan with a second opportunity sends another one wide of the net. Reed Lars stepping at the top of the circles, kicking that one into the corner with 5:30 left to go. 0-0 is still the score here in the first period. No shots on net being tallied because they can't figure out how to turn the big score clock on, I guess.
Very true.
I do believe the Warriors must be leading in shots, though. What do you think, Morse?
I think so.
McGowan
It's
back to Lahr.
To none.
Gruber tapping that one in. Ripper comes from the point. Weber couldn't get it through him, but he's back in there trying to center this one in. It's going to be a penalty against, I'm guessing, the Warriors. For a hook?
Trip
hook. Oh, it's going against Atlanta. Okay. I didn't see what happened there. We'll take that, yeah. Allowing this power play to set up one more time. See if they can get a little bit more relaxed in the offensive zone with Toto taking the draw. Of course, he's got Woolley and Medeo on his wings. Wins that one back to Woolley, gets it to Egelseeder at the point. Shoots one in. It's bouncing in front of the goaltender, who manages to control the rebound and hang on for another whistle.
Boy's got to get in front of the net.
I've been saying that for a while, but I'm not coaching this team, so I think getting in front of the net, parking yourself there, looking for those rebounds, and just hacking and slashing, you got to get them dirty, you got to get them greasy. We're obviously not scoring the beautiful one-timers in Ovi's office. Another one comes in, sailing wide. Egelseeder forcing his way into the corner. That one goes past Toto, but Woolley does a good job keeping it in, tries to flip that one through, and the defenseman blocks it down. Racing back Great speed there by Egelseeder. Keeps that one out, trying to find Woolley up ahead.
Woolley.
Gets it through. Deacon coming in. He's got Medeo going towards the net. Gets it to Medeo. Austin with a shot. And he parries it! Austin Medeo on the power play.
Great pass by Woolley there.
Woolley did a great job of catching that pass and just keeping up to it. Found Medeo in front and trickles one through. 4:09 left to go. It's a 1-0 hockey game with your Warriors in the lead.
I've seen that a lot as of late. I think Matt's got these guys with a set play, ripping it up the boards to get that odd man rush going that way.
I'm actually seeing that quite a bit. And also I'm watching on the defense. When they're set up, those D are not afraid to get in deep.
No.
They've been working on a few things here, and it's starting to pay off here for the Warriors. That one's blocked in front by O'More, who looked at his blade like he thought he broke it. Haviland tipping that one up to Popovic, 2-on-1 the other way. Pop's coming in towards the net. He sent that one just a little bit wide, but the goalie got a stick on it.
Good back check by Atlanta, Phoenix, Georgia,
Atlanta, Phoenix,
Arizona.
Georgia. Atlanta, Phoenix, Arizona, Georgia. Did I catch a niner in there? Kevin Foster taking out a referee there was the Atlanta player. Foster shoveling back behind the net. Haviland trying to sneak back and push this one towards the front. Back over to Foster, loose puck in front. Foster has it on his backhand in the corner. Devin Foster with the strength that he has. Back in front and another goal! Not sure who clipped that one, Popovic or Haviland. It looks like it was Haviland. And we got ourselves now a 2-0 hockey game by them continuing to work in front of that net. Get to the front of the net. Like, did you put those little speakers in their helmets?
I got the kids mic'd up. They're going to listen to me, not Matt.
That's perfect. That's the opposite of what they told me before the game. They're like, Harry, shut up. If coach thinks that we're listening to you, we're all going to be kicked off this fancy bus. They do have a fancy bus.
They do.
These boys are traveling in style down here, and maybe that's what's getting them going.
Maybe we can procure that bus for tonight.
We can take it away. We've got ourselves a driver. Go back down onto Broadway. Cannonberg, big pass up to Weaver, working his way up the left side. Luke Weaver, drop pass there over from McGowan, trying to pick that up in the corner, leaves it again for Weaver, back to McGowan. Has it on his backhand, sends it all the way to the point for Cannonberg, who has to be sharp there to keep it in. Weeb's in front, couldn't get it through, taken away by the Phoenix team. Cannonberg stepped around, forced back, good job, Kolcheski and Cannonberg teaming up on this man. Down into the corner. Poor little guy shoves Cannonberg and then feels what that wrath is going to be all about.
Yeah.
Back down in here with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. It's a 2-0 lead for the Warriors in the first period. OTT is live with you in Nashville, Tennessee. Cleared out by Atlanta, flipped up. Egelseeder keeping that in the neutral zone, then dumping it right back into the offensive zone as a couple of changes are made on the Warriors side.
Hand pass.
Hand pass, all right. I didn't see what was going on there.
That's why I'm here, Abby.
I was looking over at the camera, making sure our new cameraman had the score up there. He doesn't even have to be supervised. We got it under control over here in the press box. The OTT stepping up for everybody who's taking this time out of their Friday afternoons to tune into some Warriors hockey. And Toto's taking his time as he tried to weave his way through the defense. Gets that knocked down, but Willie doesn't let it come out of the zone. Back in high off the glass and sent. Icing waved. Egelseeder behind his own net. Bank pass off the net, flipping it up to Woolley. Drop pass over to Toto, who's breaking out of the net. That one worked out well. Ben Toto coming in. Pushing around with Medeo in front of the net. Toto still controls this one back over into the right corner. Toto sending that one towards the net and just couldn't find the handle on it, and another shot. Woolley picks it up in the corner. Woolley using his speed at the top, ducking down underneath that hit. Woolley with the shot in. Goalie couldn't get a glove on top of it, and it goes back out to the boards. Back to Ben Toto in the final minute of play of the first period. Out to the blue line.
Nice little
Backhand
play.
drop in there for Popovic, who's sneaking his way in off the bench. Pops gets stripped down, sends that pass back out to Daigle. See, there's a delayed penalty coming here. Prokop sends himself to the bench as Medeo keeps it in. Total controlling 6-on-5. Trying to control this. Back out to Medeo, flip pass. Austin Medeo at the top, shoots one in. It's tipped down into the corner. McGowan going after it, and it's finally tagged up by the Atlanta Phoenix team. And the Warriors are going to be 28.1 seconds on a power play here to end this first period. I'm loving everything I've seen so far from these guys, Marcy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good period. We'll have a clean sheet of ice here in the offensive zone for the second period.
That is true. There's not a lot of skate marks down here other than what they tore up for warm-up.
Yeah.
Battling to try and get set up, but it gets kicked out. Benevelski settles that back to Haviland, who is offside.
The bearded ref keeps waving off or overruling the other ref there. You notice that? The icing call.
I mean, but
right there, the ref had called no offside.
But look at that beard, and he's got the flow to the back of his helmet. That Sasquatch has some pull in this.
Maybe.
Cannonberg up to Popovic, dumping it in. Foster gets juked out of the play, so Popovic's going to crash into the corner for it. Back over to Foster now. He's got 4 seconds left to go. Turning a shot here would be handy, and Pop's trying to send it back in. They can't do anything with it, but the buzzer sounds, and we're still going to have 1 minute and 2 on the power play as the second will begin. End of the first period, it is 2-0 Warriors. Gonna take this opportunity one more time as Warriors hockey is being played in Nashville, but we could not be here without our sponsors from Madison Hotels. Billy and the boys hooked us up, passed it along, and now Carl's been running that situation for the last 30 years. And shabadoo, here we are. Madison Hotels, a big sponsor of the Arapahoe Warriors and the OTT Sports Network. Lots of good things happening in that first, and I believe the coach is just encouraging them to do the same in the second. I'm looking for a lot more action on this side. We got a clean sheet, and we're gonna be right in front of you guys now instead of you trying to zoom in or put on your reader glasses. So you need reader glasses to watch the far end of the ice? I might need some. I can't quite see all the way down there. Yes, no, time zone is a factor here, people. Tuning into the OTT text line right now, and people are going, I thought it was an hour. I thought we had it. No, we don't have more time. We're running on Central Time right now. We're in Smashville. This is the what do they call it? The Nash Vegas tournament.
Oh, that's what it's called.
The Nash Vegas tournament, and Nash Vegas is what we were at. Shout out to John Bon Jovi, who hooked the OTT up with a rooftop spot for lunch this afternoon at his bar downtown on Broadway. Had some great chicken sandwiches, some nice cold beverages, and we might even go back there this afternoon. Or it is afternoon, this evening. It's all this afternoon. We got 24 hours between games. Who knows what kind of stories we're going to be able to tell you tomorrow. Picking this one cleanly out of their own zone and trying to get that one across. Weaver gains the blue line. Still with 42 seconds left to go on this power play. Lar tipping that back out. Benevelski having to settle it down as it skips out to him. Shoots one in, doesn't get it all the way through. Turned around by Atlanta. Straight down the ice, and an icing is going to be called as the ATL dials that one for an icing call. Warriors making some strategic changes here as they still have a little bit of power play opportunity. Toto's line's coming out. Oh, we can do second period. Edit properties, bang, 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 bang. Done. There we go. Second period up on the clock for you. 2-0 hockey game. Warriors send one in. 13 seconds left to go with the man advantage. And ref gets in the way of Toto. And excellent work there by Cannonberg holding this one in at the point. Muscles his way in. gets a clean one out. Haviland shoots one from the point, or Medeo, sorry. Haviland, Medeo, I get them confused, those left wingers. They all look the same.
Back to even strength.
Oh, and a big hit there as Cannonberg rocks his man up against his own bench.
That was a nice hit.
Coming out 5-on-5, Deacon Woolley through center ice. He's going to take this one with Medeo going towards the front of the net. Woolley gets bumped off that puck. Medeo tries to hammer his man in. He dodges that check, and the Atlanta team comes out. Phoenix can't get it through out of their zone. Another drop pass tipped. And then finally they send it to the blue line, but not clear one more time. Great forecheck here by the Warriors as Popovic is into the corner. Back over, Moore flipping that one high. Foster, backhand tip into the corner. Popovic spinning around, tip back over to Foster and then out of the zone. Haviland on the back check trying to keep this one in the offensive end, but it gets back over to Moore. Owen Moore sending that one. Tipped by Popovic, who's now in the offensive end behind the net. Gets turned around on, and Haviland's trying to line his man up, but they see that coming and they turn it back the other way. Sent around out to the far end. One more tip back in, picked up by Foster. Devin Foster with a shot and a big blocker save as Foster was looking to go top corner. Flipped up into the mesh and out of play. 11:26 left. Second period action here in Nashville, Tennessee. The OTT Sports Network. Harry Haviland and the Morsey Man on the mics.
Tasty.
Seltzer.
Ooh. No tequila.
No. You are mic'd up, so anything you can say. Yeah, I know there's no tequila. Kolcheski with a shot. Popovic with the tip. Oh. Haviland and man goes down the corner. Popovic back out to the point. Kolcheski walking across. Cannonberg fires one just about a mile over the crossbar, but it gets stopped down by the glass. Kolcheski back into the corner. Coming around Popovic. Foster back to Popovic. Centers in front, goes through a couple of players, and then finally Atlanta has a chance to work this way out. They get across the red line, dump this one in deep. They're going to chase it into the corner. Kolcheski and Cannonberg still fighting around. Cannonberg's looking to be feisty this afternoon. He's got some speed and some strength to him. Oh, and a tough tip goes over the glove of Prokop.
Tough one there.
Nothing he could have done about that. That was a deflection, but we do have ourselves a 2-1 hockey game now as the Phoenix come in and half the score. Half the score? Half the score?
They have
the score? They have it. They have it. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Depends where you're from.
Very true. We're
Quebec,
pick it up
Quebec,
here. Quebec.
Poutine, Poutine. Warriors trying to get this one back quickly as Lar comes in. On the offense side here, Woolley now in the corner. He's got McGowan behind the net. Lars working his way to the front. Weaver trying to get this one out. Cross goes Gruber. He finds Eggleseder, tip in front. Loose puck and the diving save as McGowan had the gaping cage, asking him to put it in. Another shot in. Lair with the shot, and it's underneath the goaltender. And they hang on. Great opportunities here for the Warriors as they're looking to bounce back from that quick goal scored against them.
That was a great defensive play by 94 on Atlanta.
Not to mention the flow coming out of 94's helmet.
It's impressive.
Toto to Woolley. Back. Eggsy with the shot. Blocker save. Pass Medeo and then out to Eggleseder again. Eggleseder flips that one in. Jack Graham was trying to block it down. Now he's got to go looking for it behind the bench.
Made another save.
Another save. Graham has been on fire, making a ton of saves here today. Flipping that one up to the ref. And we're going to go to center ice for a draw. This guy's like a cross between Howie Melcher and Pat Maroon, who's dropping the ice out there with the beard and the flow going on. Woolley trying to cut his way through.
He
Still
does.
has it. Woolley with the shot, and what a goal! Wow, the effort of Deacon Woolley on that one. He didn't give up on the puck 1 second.
Beauty.
Found it and goes up right under the bar, gaining that 2-goal lead right back, and it's 3-1.
I think he got the first and second assist on that goal.
First, second, and a goal. 3 points for Woolley on that play. And he hasn't had enough as he gets this puck back over to center ice to Medeo. Austin Medeo with some patience. They're going to ring this one around, trying to feed that one back out to the point. Eagleseeder holding his ground, and Gruber's going to go back to pick this up in his own end. Desi Gruber gets knocked down, but the Warriors still have this puck. Back out to the blue line, shot comes in. Broke off with a little bit of a tip and back into the corner. Around, back to Woolley. Flips it high off the glass as it's bouncing through center ice. Pushed ahead and chasing after it is Medeo. He couldn't quite split the D, both racing back in on him, but Toto gets to it. Ben Toto on his backhand, in front end. Oh! Good opportunity there. Medeo fighting hard in front of the net.
What a play
All the way
by
back
Toto.
down. Gruber out, up to Foster. Foster stepping across, up to Popovic. Off the boards, back out to the blue line, not quite clear. Foster, a little bit of a toe drag action there to keep this puck in. Backhands it into the corner. Now the Warriors getting set up as Haviland comes crashing in. Behind the net, back over to Foster. Foster stick handling his way through. Haviland centering pass, and it's in! There we go! Popovic in front of the net, takes the pass from Haviland and finds the back of the twine. It ripples, and we've got ourselves a 4-1 hockey game. That's the kind of setup I like to see. Parked in front of the net. It's not like we haven't mentioned that, hey?
I don't know. It's new concept.
But it's a brilliant one.
See what else we can do here. Gotta keep the pedal down.
Keep the pedal down, as we talked about in the first game this morning. These boys, I think they're just all fired up to be on their own this weekend. Yeah. I've never seen such confidence and happiness. They're all pumped. They're becoming a team here. No parents involved in anything, which I think the parents might be even happier about.
Yeah, this is very exciting. On so many different levels.
Missing on that shot, now out of the zone. Picked up by Weber. Luke's got an opportunity one-on-one. He's forced into the corner.
Good deep play by Atlanta there.
Shot in, and Benevelski's shot doesn't get all the way through. Moore looking for McGowan in front. Back over to Moore. Oh, and Moore on the backhand. Sends one. It gets blocked off a couple of people. Lauer back out to Moore. Hard pass across the far side. Benevelski with a shot that's blocked down in front.
Nice little snapper.
We got a couple of boys from the point who can really rifle this puck. And putting those guys in front of the net, screening, blocking, and picking up the garbage. Seems like a win-win combination. As they step off the bench, and just gets tipped up here by Cannonberg. He's going to revert back to his spot on the point.
High stick on Cannonberg.
Cannonberg's going to go to the box for that one. Got his lumber up a little bit too high over the shoulder and into the body of the player coming at him. And Hank's going to see the box. Accident or not, you've always got to be in control of your stick. I heard that from, well, lots of coaches as I was growing up. Now getting set up in the offensive zone. This Atlanta team trying to get a shot in on net. Taken away. Flipped all the way down the ice. The Warriors aren't going to have an icing call on that.
That was well played, like a curling shot there.
Excellent played. Nice high guard set.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at lining up curling for a team wind-up in March.
Ooh,
That'd be a lot of fun. Seeing what we can do to get that set up. Sponsored by the OTT and everybody else that's going to pay for it. Racing back.
Liability waivers through the nose.
Still no shots on net here as the Warriors
Woolley.
are coming in short-handed. Woolley taking another shot in. Blocked, and the goalie has to dive for that one. 35 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Atlanta Phoenix. And the Warriors keeping them pressured down in their own zone. OTT Sports Network here, having some fun with you on a Friday afternoon.
Good penalty kill so far.
Haviland at center, tying his man up. Killing this one off. Haviland still kicking it back out. Flipped into the corner by Kolchevsky. Back out, and Haviland gets that puck and rips it just wide. Stepping in at the blue line was Benabelski, and it comes all the way back out to Popovic at center. Turns it back onto the stick of Benabelski, who does a nice job sidestepping the player at center ice. Winding the seconds down. 10 left to go in the man advantage. But the Warriors don't even know that they have the disadvantage right now, as Haviland gets hammered down in front of us.
It's a big kid.
That is a big kid. He would have taken me down just as easy. Haviland back to it. Pass out to Foster in front. Foster gets sat down, but Popovic gets another goal. Foster gets another goal. So that was Popovic, was it not?
Popovic got that.
That was Pops. It was Haviland to Foster to Popovic. Oh, Foster took a hit. Haviland took a hit. Foster took a hit. They all took a hit to make the play. Popovic makes them not care what's going on, and we've got ourselves a 5-1 hockey game. Great job there. That's Pop's second of the game, is it not?
It is.
The Warriors in control of this one, but like I said, no reason to take your foot off the pedal. Keep it going, build this confidence, and do what you do best. Reed Lar working his way in. Couple of bumps there. Pass back out, Egelseeder to Gruber. Shot in front. Lar trying to backhand that one in. Lar still controls it. It gets knocked down as he was trying to find it back out towards the point. McGowan taking his man. Gruber with the shot, or Eggsy with the shot, sorry. Gruber's on the other side. He's holding that one into the point. Grooves back into Lar. Lar can't handle that one. I gotta get, the Warriors defense are holding that blue line like I've never seen. It's unbelievable. Lar off the boards all the way back out to the point. Egelseeder has it. Tipped in through a few players. Lar couldn't find it. And then Atlanta sends it out to center ice. Turned back by Gruber. Quick pass up to Lar, working his way into center ice. Sorry, that was Moore trying to find Lar. Or McGowan trying to find Lar. 20. Number 20, Lar with another hit. It's getting physical out there, Morsey.
It is. I like it.
It's the way hockey should be played. Tipped out into center ice. Taken away there and coming in. Reed Lar working his way by himself. Backhand centering pass. He was looking for Toto right at center. And then it's kept in again at the blue line by Cannonberg, who's now racing back in his own end to pick this one up. 3:24 left to go in the second period. Commanding 5-1 lead for your Warriors, but there's a lot of hockey left to play. Woolley couldn't get that one out. Toto bumps his man, taking that one down. A couple players are still crashed down on the ice. The puck is bouncing just inside of the blue line. Gets tipped outside. And now Medeo's forced his man around the outside. And Cannonberg comes over with another vicious hit up against the boards. To Woolley, can't flip this one through. It does get it clear of the blue line. It's tipped back in. That's going to be an offside call against the Atlanta Phoenix. 2:49 left to go, and I think we chased away a few fans that were standing beside us.
They may decide to go on the other end. Didn't like the commentary.
Who doesn't like the commentary?
I figured as much. Good to see you.
We got our bus driver standing beside us here. He's the one that's taking care of our boys all weekend. We're going to throw him some hundos right now and see if he'll drive us around tonight. Going to turn that team bus into a parent bus. Oh, good shot there by Toto as he muscled his way into the front. Toto still has another chance. And then Toto gets absolutely destroyed from behind. He doesn't like that. His teammates come in and join the conversation. And they will settle this tonight at book club instead of in front of the net. Are they calling a penalty here?
Yeah, might as well. Some entertainment.
1:30 up on the clock for the power play in favor of the Warriors. Haviland in front of the net. Haviland trying to tuck that one in. It's still loose in front. Kicked around a couple of skates. Foster trying to hammer one home. That goes up the side of the net. Popovic trying to get this one through. Back to Haviland. Sends one just wide. Bounces off. Benevelski in from the point to pick this up. Sasha Benevelski at the top of the circle. Shoots one. Blocked down into the corner. Foster giving chase. Hard out and to the blue line. That one clears. Now it's a one-on-one against Benevelski heading the other way. Short-handed. Moore coming in. And Moore just erases his man from the equation. And the Warriors heading back up the other side. Here comes Pops. Tipping that one in. Doesn't get enough on it. Or does he, as he's sending himself around the far side to look for it. Three players go down, and that's a 7-10 split. But it gets back out to the point for Moore, who sends it across. Benevelski has some time. Sasha steps in, shot in front, and Popovic looking for his hattie and couldn't find it. Back out to Benevelski, still on the power play. Over to Moore. Shoots one in. Owen Moore sees the cage. And Owen Moore converts on the power play. And somebody's getting a penalty. Foster's going to get a penalty after the play.
They're tripping a guy as he was going back to his bench.
Oh, you can't do that.
Well, that was a rocket.
Oh, that was an absolute beautiful shot.
Just great power play movement there.
The Warriors have been clicking on the power play here, setting up. Matt doesn't even have to yell, walk, walk, walk at the blue line anymore. They're figuring it out.
And far fewer F-bombs.
There's what?
Far fewer F-bombs.
Far fewer F-bombs. He's been in a good mood, actually, all morning. The coach from the other team doesn't seem to be in the same kind of mood as he's barking at the referee, and the ref is having a not so polite conversation with him. This could end not in a good way for the coach on the far side.
No.
Ref's asking him, you got anything else to say? It's like, no, we got a minute 21 left to go. It's a 6-1 hockey game. Second period still in play.
I guess at some point we'll go run clock.
I'm thinking third period. If you're up by 5 goals sometimes, 7 goals, who knows? Oh, big hit as Kolchevsky gets taken out behind his net. The Warriors now killing off that penalty with the Atlanta Phoenix team working their way up through center ice. Still has control this one, taking it all the way over to the corner. Canneberg pushing him off to the side. Reed Lahr with it. Lahr can't shovel it through the skates of the defenseman who's pinching up. Back over to Lahr, kicking it to Weber at center. Weber dancing around. Now it's going to be a icing call?
Yes.
Oh, he was on the wrong side of the red line there. It's a hard angle to see from where we're at, but there's 34 seconds left to go in the period. 44 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Atlanta.
Bit of a weak call, I think. You know, within a foot or two of the red line, they waved that off, but
he's trying to make up and be nice with the coach over there.
yeah,
It's still the first day of a 3-day tournament.
very true.
Off the glass and a weird bounce off the stanchion.
You want me a drink?
No? Okay. Okay, in the intermission, I owe you a drink. Settling that one down, passing it right up through center. Coming into the zone, taken away there by Gruber, who's still pushing his man. Back over to Toto. Circles and backhands that one out of the end. 1 second left, and the buzzer finishes this one up with Toto hauling his man down, who's hanging onto his stick, so nothing's going to happen there. Players will be separated, and we're going to skate to the benches for the second intermission. Looking for a server around here, don't seem to find one, so I might have to mute us up and head out there on my own. I'm going to mute this for a little bit. We'll be back.
Start of the third, a bit of tussle in front of Atlanta's net. Bodies down everywhere, not too sure what's happened.
Oh, and we are mic back up. When did
we heard everything.
Oh, were you still when I was still talking in there trying to sweet talk the ladies for an extra drink?
Let's turn it on now.
Oh, okay. Third period is now going to be runtime with a 5-goal differential. 6-1 is the score. 13:32 running off the clock. Out to the blue line, back to Cannonberg. Taken away by McGowan at center ice. Forces his man back into the zone. Kolchevsky leaves that one for Cannonberg, who there's going to be Graham McGowan.
Hitting too hard.
2 minutes for hitting too hard by Graham McGowan, and he's going to see the inside of the box. I think he used his points for that one. He's got lots of penalty points stocked up, kind of like a Marriott United kind of thing going on.
Yeah, he's doing well in that department.
And now two players in the.
Those
Oh, it was matching before that. I didn't see that when I was still out in the lobby because
there should be a hook there.
the server at this rink isn't quite as good as they were at the last rink. 5-on-4 hockey is what we are seeing right now. Warriors with the deficit, but not on the score clock. 6-1 is the score here as we wind our way through the third period.
Good play by Willie there.
Atlanta winding their way through. They just shoot that one wide. Goes in behind. Kolchevsky sending that back in behind as the player looks to crunch him. Toto managing to tip this one out to the blue line. Kept in, they say it was kept in. He had a better angle on it than we did. Atlanta trying to work their way towards the front of the net. Back in, taken away by Cannonberg. And Cannonberg dancing around a guy, gets it finally tipped up.
How is that not a knee?
There's a knee-on-knee haul or hit, and Cannonberg limps his way to the bench as Benevelski takes his spot here on this penalty kill. Shot kicked into the corner. Benevelski with the tip on it. Now trying to get themselves set up with another 27 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Atlanta back out to the point. Make this tip pass across. Shot rips in, and Prokop finds it in his glove, hangs on, and Sasquatch is going to drop the puck right here in front of the press box. I mean, look at the guy. He's straight out of the 70s or 60s or something like that. I am jealous. I'm not allowed to have hair and a beard like that at my job. I did at one point. I just about got fired. But that one gets fired in all the way in, and Prokop steers it aside off his pad back over to Egelceder, looking for that big pass up to Popovic, who was hovering at center ice. Back into Benevelski. Drop pass over to D partner and Egelseeder. Flipping it through center ice, trying to tip it ahead is Prokop. He gets his, or Popovic, sorry. Prokop is not at center ice, people.
No.
But as I've mentioned, time after time after time, I get those two names confused for like the last 3 years they've been playing together.
Oh, Eggy's going into the box.
Eggy's going to the box for aggressively
Hitting too high.
hitting too high.
Yeah, he got his arms up.
Okay. You can't put your arms up like that. Moore's got to stay out of the box, though. Just because you're up, there's no excuses for sitting yourself into the penalty box. McGowan out there at the face-off draw. He's with Lar trying to kill this one off. Gruber now pinched up against the boards. Gruber trying to sneak this one through. Gruber taking his man into the corner. Centering pass comes through and back out to Lar. Lar with McGowan at center. Lar coming across the red line. Taps that one down, but they're going to call it icing. Doesn't quite reach the red line before he hammers it down.
Would have been an easy pass over to McGowan.
Would have been the thought that I would have had, but I'm one of the smartest hockey minds there is out there, so I can't expect all these kids to be up to my level at this point in their careers.
It's very true.
Cannonberg flipping and bouncing that one out of his zone. It's at center ice, controlled by Atlanta. Off the boards and right back in. They stay onside on that, centering through. Prokop easily handles that one into the mitt and closes it down for another whistle. As time still ticks off this clock, running all the way through the whistles. 9:17 left to go. 19 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Warriors. Madeo with the clean win, back over to Gruber. Gruber drops it back into the corner. He's going to go pick that up himself. Trying to send that one up to Madeo. Back over, Gruber off the boards. A good defensive play there by Desmond Gruber. Off the bench and out, 5-on-5 hockey. Madeo with the tip over to McGowan, who tries to find Weber. He gets it to him. Weebs falls at center ice, or who's taken out. That was behind the ref. There's no call on the play as McGowan continues to chase the man and the puck into the corner. Lars steps in on the right side, and it jumps over the stick of Cannonberg as he's back in his own end. Lots of time here as Cannonberg's going to settle this one down, finding it all the way up. McGowan just tips that one deep into the end zone. Fire back up. Cannonberg still has it. Turning back around, Henry Cannonberg with the pass over. Lar bumping it towards center. McGowan sending back over in Lar's direction. He's got to reverse course and get back over to it. And it ends up on the blade of Henry Cannonberg, who spins off his man in center ice and fires one in. The goalie didn't see that one bouncing, but it's just wide of the net.
Henry's got to make a change. He's been out there for too long.
He has been out there for the entire
And now's
penalty.
the perfect time to be out there. You got to make a change.
Through the penalty kill and still out there. Owen Moore using the size to keep that one in. McGowan at the blue line. Cannonberg finally changes up, and it's going to be Benevilski taking his place, but the play is still going on deep in the offensive zone. Lar back over Madeo.
Good pressure
Centers
again by the
and tip.
Warriors.
Madeo working his out of the corner. Madeo going down. Three guys on top of him. Turn back around. Benevilski spins at the blue line. Sasha coming in, wants a shot at this one, takes it, and a goaltender finds that rubber underneath his pads and closes down for yet another whistle as 7:07 runs off the third period runtime clock. Foster, Haviland, Popovic out there. Out to the blue line. Egelseeder tipping it back into Popovic, who sends out the back end into the corner. Foster with the reverse hit. That better not be a penalty on Arapahoe. How is that a penalty on Foster? As the guy steps into him and he just held his ground, and now Foster's going to go to the box?
What is he calling it for?
Interference. If you're going to call it anything, I guess it's interference, but I would call it standing up for yourself. Before you're going to get hit, you take a stance on the ice.
It's all good.
It is all good. There's
Up
6:17 left. Oh, they're not running the clock when there is a penalty.
That's true.
Popovic staying out there with Haviland. Kannenberg and Moore on defense. Owen Moore battling in behind his own end. Back over, picks up his stick. Popovic putting the pressure on as they go D to D across the top of the zone. In front, back over.
Good
Pop
play.
sends that to center and out of the zone. Haviland's sticking him around, flips it back into Moore, who sends it right out of the zone. Haviland's got a bouncing puck in front of him with Popovic going towards the front of the net. Trying to find Pops. And, looking for his hattie, and it would have been a shorty hattie.
He chipped it over the goalie.
Chipped it up over the net. Moore taking that one away. Owen Moore coming in, looking for his second shorthanded, rips another one, and just sends that about 1.5 miles wide off the back glass. Moore back to Haviland, trying to find Moore back in the corner. Haviland at the blue line, stepping in now as Moore retreats back to his post with Kannenberg.
Oh, swing and a miss by Atlanta there.
Kannenberg backhanding that one back into the zone. Another good penalty kill here with 17 seconds left to tick off the man advantage. But the Phoenix come through center ice. Toto gets a quick stick on it, and Woolley comes in, and then Kannenberg sits his man down as he tries to enter the zone. Henry Kannenberg back to it, just under the stick of Moore, but Owen's going to try and find that one off the boards. It goes around a couple, and Kannenberg sends it to the far side. Picked up by Ben Toto. Toto off the boards to Medeo up the right side. Medeo dodging a hit with Woolley going into the corner for it. Woolley sneaking his way behind the net. Toto coming in, they dive for it, and then Woolley is holding this one into the blue line. Across the far side for Egelceder, trying to keep this one in. Eggie to the front of the net, and clap back in by... Oh, that's a goal! Medeo sends it towards the front of the net. I'm not sure if it was tipped or how that went in, but that one just adds to the tally. It's 7:01. Warriors continue to roll. Or was that Gruber in front of the net? I thought it was Medeo. Gruber at the front of the line. I'm not sure. However, that one bounced. 3:43 left to go here in the third period. Oh, and Toto's going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, we do have too many penalties. I don't care what's going on here. You got to control yourselves. It's been a physical game, but you got to play a clean physical game. Oh, and they're sending Toto for that one. Ben Toto getting the gate.
What did he get?
The three.
Is that his third penalty?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the rules.
Or maybe they just gave him a minor and a 10-minute.
But Lars going to go serve that one for him.
Who is?
Reed Lars in the box, serving that one for Ben Toto. It's just 1.5 minutes up on the clock. I'm unsure of all the rules. Weaver keeps that one out. McGowan flips it off the boards, trying to feed that one up to himself. Back over to Gruber. Gruber stick handling his way through. Gets to the right side of the red line there and flips that one in deep. Weeb's putting the pressure on around the far side. Egelceder backs up to his spot.
Under 3 to go.
Coming through, Gruber has to step across, crashes in. There's no goal on that play as the puck snuck in across the blue line after that big man took the net out of play. That is a big man there, number 18.
He's big.
Howie Melcher to drop the puck here just over the right shoulder of Prokop. Haviland and Popovic out there with Moore and Benevelski continue to kill off the last 10 seconds of this penalty. Benevelski trying to get it over. Haviland tips it up across the boards. Back over to Benevelski, who's wheeling his way up the right side. Sasha Benevelski with some speed. Stops up at the blue line, turns, fires one.
Stop and go. Nice.
Great pad save there with Popovic hovering in front of the net. Moore right back out to Haviland. Kai Haviland coming through center. Works his way in, trying to get that shot to center. Foster back looking for Popovic in front. Hard around the boards, kept in by Benevelski, who's in deep. Has a one-on-one coming back against Moore. Prokop steering that one to the side. Moore up off the glass. Haviland trying to handle that bouncing puck. It goes through the legs of Foster, who falls, and then Prokop makes another big save. Haviland turns, fires up, back out to Foster. Oh, look at us send Popovic, who has a minute left to get his hat trick.
Last minute of play.
Foster back to Moore. Another penalty's going to be called here.
I think both.
That one's going against Atlanta, I believe.
Or maybe coincidentals. No, just them, I think.
Just them?
No,
Yep.
no coincidentals.
Should it be down there?
No, coincidentals. Still, too many penalties in the game.
Yeah.
Can't be playing hockey from the penalty box. Just because I use it as an excuse when we've only got 8 guys in men's league and I trip somebody up because I need a breather
There you go.
is not an excuse for 14 bantams.
Agreed. That's it.
It's going to wind down here.
20 seconds.
24 seconds left to go as Canterbury's still in his own end. Back out to McGowan, who flips that one across the blue line. And Lars got an opportunity here as he works his way in deep onto the left side. Back out McGowan in the corner. Being careful in behind the net. Time's winding down. 6 seconds left to go. And the Warriors with a big time commanding lead that holds on to beat a dominant victory. 7-1 is the final. And we're 2-0 on this Friday afternoon in Nashville.
It's a good day, good day.
5:15 tomorrow?
Yes.
5:15 tomorrow. That's a big gap. I know everybody's gonna be, hey, where's Harry's voice? Where's Harry's voice? We can't sleep without Harry, but I'm telling you what, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight, and I think the rest of us are, knowing that the boys are doing well and everybody across the globe is doing just the same. It's been a pleasure here for 2 games today. Now take some time to relax. If you want, join us. We'll be at Bon Jovi's on the rooftop. John already texted me. He said, make sure the OTT comes back. We're going to put your name on the list, and we'll see you there tonight. Thanks to Morzy, Eggsy, and everybody else at the OTT Sports Network. And on behalf of them, we're thanking you for tuning in with us. I'm Harry Haviland, signing out.